How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today I bring you an update video about Baltimore's current, could be former mayor pretty soon here, Catherine Pugh. Now, I did a video about 3 weeks ago about this, and I'll place that video in the box below for reference. But in that video, I was talking about the allegations levied against her. She was apparently paid $500,000 for copies of her children's book called Healthy Holly. This book is to promote kids having a healthy lifestyle, being active, eating right, et cetera, et cetera. The book, I think, is like $5 on Amazon, but somehow she was able to get an order of $500,000 worth of the book from UMMS. That's the University of Maryland Medical System. She got that order or contract, whatever you want to call it, while she sat on this board and while she was in Maryland State Senate, not the big Senate, the national, but the state Senate. It's alleged that when she was in the state Senate, she was pushing for certain things that would benefit University of Maryland. You see how that goes? And when she became the mayor, I presume that that activity of trying to favor them when it came to any kind of policies or laws was also there. Also, she got paid at least $114,000 from Casa Permanente, which is a health insurer. She was getting that money before she became the mayor. When she became the mayor, that same company, she got the $114,000 payment for the books, became the city's health insurer. You see what I'm saying? So you got some quid pro quo going on, and it's being disguised through orders of the books. So rather than just saying, hey, here's $100,000, give us a contract, they say, hey, we'll buy $100,000 worth for your $5 books, and then we'll get the contract that way. And it wouldn't even be that bad if she delivered all the books. A lot of the books have not even been produced. She just got the money and put it in her pocket. Now, when this whole thing broke to the media, she did return, I think, one payment of $100,000 from University of Maryland. But by that point, the damage had been done. She's been under investigation for 1 full year by the FBI at least, and maybe even the IRS. And it came to a head recently when they raided not only one of her homes, but 2 of her homes, her offices in City Hall, her lawyer's office, her aide's office, and MCAT, which is Maryland Center for Adult Training. Apparently she has some business there as well. So the feds and the IRS are on the back. Pretty much the entire city council, outside of one guy who is the acting mayor, Jack Young, has said that she should resign right now. Okay. He might have even joined on board as well. I think I read somewhere where it said he does not want her to come back, or it'd be a shame if he came back, because right now, oh, that's one thing I forgot to mention. She's not actually in office right now because she has been on medical leave. Apparently she has pneumonia, quote unquote. Maybe she does. I don't know. She is about 70 years old. So it could be some kind of long lasting pneumonia, but this has been almost a month now, maybe more, of pneumonia. So I don't really know what's going on, but she is not in office right now. Now, her current lawyer, I'm not sure if it's the same guy that got raided or not, but her current lawyer is saying that she cannot make a decision on whether or not to resign right now because she's not lucid enough. She's not healthy enough. But I think that should be even more of a reason to resign. You can't do your job because you're physically unable to do so. You're under investigation by the feds. And once the feds come knocking and the IRS together, like you had federals and IRS like joint together raiding the homes physically, taking out boxes and all kind of stuff like that. So once you got both of them on your back, it's pretty much wrap. You're going to lose your office, if not go to the penitentiary, or, you know. So she has to resign. I'm not sure when she's going to do it. I'm not sure how it's going to happen. She may actually force something to happen where she gets fired from office. I don't know. But just for the sake of things going a little bit better in Baltimore, she should resign. Unfortunately for Baltimore, this is not anything new as far as corrupt mayors. Before Catherine Pugh, you had Stephanie Rawlings Blake. Remember her? The whole, we gave them space to destroy this, that, and the third during the riots after Freddie Gray. Remember the whole situation. And I don't know if she resigned or what, but she did not seek re-election after that whole fiasco, which makes a lot of sense. And Stephanie Rawlings Blake was placed in there because Sheila Dixon got found guilty of embezzlement. What she got found guilty of was pretty petty. It was crazy. Stealing gift cards. It was alleged. Well, she got found guilty, so she did it. She converted $530 worth of Toys R Us gift cards into cash and spent it on herself. It was supposed to go for needy people in the city, probably for Christmas toys or something like that. But she took the money and spent it on herself. Okay. And she got found guilty of embezzlement because she didn't note that on her financial disclosure forms. But it was more than that. She was getting gifts from developers, fur coats and electronics. I mean, stupid stuff. But what she got found guilty on was $530 worth of gift cards. Really, really just silly stuff, because as Baltimore Mayor, Catherine Pugh at least was getting paid $180,000 a year. $180,000. Okay. And the former mayor before Stephanie Rawlings Blake, Sheila Dixon, was able to keep her pension, which was like $85,000, after she got convicted of embezzlement. So, I mean, what are we really doing? Why do these corrupt deals? Why steal $500 in gift cards? It makes no sense. But this is the Democratic Party. This is how corrupt these liberal cities are. It makes no sense, especially in Baltimore. Baltimore, when you see it on TV, a lot of times you think The Wire and violence and drugs. It shouldn't be that way. Maryland is a rich state. DC is right there. Okay. A lot of money from the federal government flows through the state of Maryland. There's no reason why Baltimore should be like this. Same thing with Chicago. Why is it so corrupt? Detroit, a lot of these cities that have been overrun by Democrats are just totally and completely corrupt from top to bottom. It's a shame. So hopefully Catherine Pugh gets out of office. She's done. She resigns. And then they could put in, I don't know, a Republican. Maybe it's too far gone for that. Maybe Baltimore is going to be Baltimore. People in the street, I was seeing them getting interviewed by local media out there in Baltimore, and they were disappointed, talking about this is Sheila Dixon all over again. I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever happens, we need to just do something else other than Democrat, 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 Democrat. Hopefully this is a wake-up call to those in Baltimore who keep voting for the same kind of people over and over again with no positive results. The only positive in all of this is that the entire city council and the governor, who was a Republican, Larry Hogan, said she should resign. So they're not just trying to have her back and quote unquote cape for her, except for the one guy, I think maybe Jack Young, but maybe even he has changed his tune in recent days. So that is pretty much all I got for that. What say you? Are you surprised that another Baltimore mayor is corrupt and that the FBI and the IRS have raided 6 places and/or homes related to her? Are you surprised at that? I'm not surprised at all, not in the least bit. This is how Democratic cities are operated. Corrupt top to bottom. I'm just happy that somebody got caught, that somebody's going to be held accountable for what they're doing rather than just being allowed to pretty much run amok. Okay. Who is going to be the person that succeeds the outgoing mayor in Baltimore? The guy that's in there right now, Jack Young, ain't no better. As far as I know, I think he has been a friend to Catherine Pugh and a friend to the other corrupt Baltimore mayors. They need to get a person in there that knows what they're doing. It's not going to be corrupt. There's going to be a halfway decent human being that won't be getting fur coats from developers and stealing Toys R Us gift cards supposed to go to the homeless people, that won't be getting, under the table payments for their whack 20-page $5 children's book on Amazon to do favors for people when they're getting paid almost $200,000 a year and they're going to get a pension and they get free health care. I don't want to go too far down that road, but I'm going to leave that right there. And whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.